Hello, students. Welcome back to BioDecode, where biology is decoded into steps. Today, we were exploring how our cells respond when life gets stressful. Literally, from toxins and heat to oxidative damage. Every cell has a defense plan. Let's decode how cells detect stress, protect themselves, and either survive or surrender. So, without any further delay, let's get started. Cells are constantly exposed to stress from environmental toxins, UV rays, pollutants, and even internal factors like nutrient deficiency or metabolic overload. These stressors disrupt cellular homeostasis, means that the internal balance of the cell is lost. The first sign of the trouble appears when these stressors begins damaging the vital molecules inside the cell. And when stress increase, reactive oxygen species or ROS starts attacking cellular component, and this will cause the cellular damage. Lipid membrane become oxidized, proteins lose their structure, and DNA strands breaks or mutate. This kind of molecular injury can completely disrupt the cellular function and can cause the structural damage as well. For example, energy production and communication between the organelles become disrupted. Cells are not helpless. They have built-in molecular sensor that detect the stress, and these sensor activates the signaling pathways such as MAPK, NFkB, P53, which act like the emergency control system, and they decide whether the cell should repair the damage or prepare for cell death. Once the alarm is raised, the cell initiates a well-coordinated stress response that contains gene switches to produce protective proteins and enzymes. And finally, a cell launch multiple defense strategies. Firstly, antioxidant enzymes like superoxide dismutase and catalase that convert the free radicals into harmless molecules like water and oxygen. Secondly, heat shock proteins refolds or remove damaged proteins to prevent aggregation. And lastly, there is a DNA repair enzyme that identify and correct mutation to preserve genetic integrity. Together, these mechanisms create a temporary shield that allows the cell to recover. The aim is to neutralize the harmful radicals and stabilize the damaged molecules and restore the normal metabolic activities. If the stressor is mild and short term, the cell recovers, adapts, and even become more resilient, and this is called cellular adaptation. If the stressor persists or become too intense, the damage overwhelms the defense system and the cell then activates self-destruction through apoptosis, or in severe cases, it can die through the necrosis. So, for a very quick recap, you can go through this chart. The cellular stress response is a fine balance between the life and death of a cell. It shows how intelligent our cells are, capable of sensing, responding, and adapting to constant environmental changes. And understanding these processes helps researchers to develop therapies for stress related disease, including cancer, neurodegeneration, and reproductive toxicity. That's all for today's video. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BioDecode, where we simplify complex biology into clear visual steps. See you in the next informative content.